Prowse just made 2 videos about 12-volt smart batteries. And basically what he discovered is that they have an issue where when they're connected in parallel with quote-unquote dumb batteries, the dumb battery will discharge before the smart battery starts discharging. So I want to test that and see if that's truly the case, because I've got a whole boatload of these smart batteries. The first one we're going to test with is the Redodo 12.8 volt 165 amp hour. And if you look right there, it says it's smart. I've got the smart battery connected up in parallel with this Okmo just average 12 volt 100 amp hour non-smart battery. Apparently the people on the forum and whatnot were saying that across the board they were having issues with their smart batteries. So that's where we're going to test this Redodo. Will was actually testing watt cycle. Now I don't have his 300 plus amp hour model, but I do have the 12 volt mini smart battery. And so we'll test on the watt cycle as well. As you can see, the Tower of Power here has a gazillion 12 volt 100 amp hour batteries, and there's a ton of smart ones. The watt cycle that we just saw is smart. This one is smart. This one is smart. This red one over here is smart. This other Redodo battery is smart. The Power Queen is smart. This Golden Mate's smart. So I've got a lot of smart batteries in here, and they've been working great, but maybe there's a difference between hooking them up into series versus parallel. Anyway, that's what I wanted to test, to see if maybe it's some funky something with parallel connection versus, a series connection. But let's test it. We're going to use the Smart app from this battery, but I've also got on the way to the inverter, right there, the Victron Smart Shunt, so we can see how much power overall we're taking out of the pack, and we'll see if the app for the Smart battery records any power coming out of it. Now, they're connected in parallel, and then notice right here, the cord coming up here and the green light on the lithium iron phosphate charger. So I just topped these batteries off with that, and you can see right here in the Redodo app that we're registering 100% charge, no power coming in or out at this point. So let's go ahead and disconnect the charger. So now check this out. When I turn it on, just its low speed, the 62 watts right there. Just come back to the Redodo app, and you can see that we're pulling actually the majority of it from the smart battery at this point. Very, very interesting. Alright, I'm not as fancy as Will because I don't have a fancy DC load thing that I can dial in an exact amperage. So, I think I've got something semi-close. We're going to turn the heat gun on, just its 120 degree, just kind of high fan speed. And then we're going to go ahead and just turn this heater on fan, no heat. So we are registering again on the Smart app, 4.8 amps, 63 watts. We can see on the Smart Shunt though that we're actually pulling 79 watts and almost 6 amps. So these batteries are kind of sharing the load, and the Smart battery should be picking up more of the load because it's 65% larger than this, so it should have lower internal resistance. So based on that, I'm going to say I don't have the same problem, at least right now, with this Redodo 165 amp hour unit. Let's test the watt cycle. So before I take the watt cycle out of the mix here, I just wanted to test it in series. So obviously I've got all these different batteries here. However, notice that no lights or anything are on the EG4 wall mount battery, so that's off. You can see nothing's even connected to this golf cart battery at the moment. And then all these other strings of batteries in the golf cart battery down here are on these breakers, and notice that they're all open. So they're all disconnected, except for this top one. You can see that that is in, and that is currently energizing this 12,000 XP. Now this pulls about 100 watts when I first turn it on, so let's just turn it on and see what idle consumption does. Now, the watt cycle app that I use is this BMS Meta app. I think there's a different app now, so I'll download that quick. But just so you can see, there is no power shown coming out of that battery right now, even though we probably have about 100 or so watt load. Now, I do have a active balancer connected to all of these batteries, so it's possible that these batteries, because I just barely charged them, you can see the chargers right there. I did top these all off, so it is possible that one of these is providing the majority of the small draw that this inverter needs. Oh, and while I was talking, check it out. Now we are discharging 9 watts. Sorry, the light turned off there, but yeah, I see, look, we're climbing. 10 watts. So even a very small draw just with that inverter on idle is registering in this particular app here. So I just downloaded the official Watt Cycle app, and it's found my Watt Cycle battery. And would you look at that? 1 amp, negative 13.4 watts. So this Watt Cycle smart battery is working absolutely flawlessly, connected in series with different batteries. Okay, now we've got the Watt Cycle smart battery hooked up in parallel with the Okmo dumb battery, and the charger just topped them off. You can see the green light there. So I'll go ahead and disconnect that. Go ahead and turn the inverter on. And we're going to do the same load as before, just the 120 degree setup on the heat gun and the fan on the heater. And you can see we're discharging just about 6 amps, 81 watts. This is the Smart Shunt app. Let's go to the official Watt Cycle app. Okay, so far nothing is registering. Let's try the other app that works with the Watt Cycle. Alright, here we go. And you can see no power is being drawn off of it right now. Once again, it's the furthest battery away, so there will be a little extra resistance. The Watt Cycle app, it's registering nothing still. Let's repeat what I did with the Redodo. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And then let's bump the heat gun up to 180. Okay, check it out. Now we are drawing some power off that. Now it's fluctuating. 3 amps, 1 amp, 0.7 amps, 3 amps. That did trigger it. So now let's go back to the 120 degree setting. Okay, so there we go. Then let's go ahead and turn this fan back on. And it's registering nothing again. And then checking back in on this other app, we're also getting no power recorded coming out. And once again, that's about a 6 amp load that we've got on it right now. And the official Watt Cycle app here still saying 0. So yeah, I think it is a legit issue, especially with the Watt Cycle unit. I did not see as big of an issue with the Redodo. It worked a lot better than the Watt Cycle here. And as you saw though, it worked just fine when it was up here in series. So it definitely seems to be more of an issue when it's in parallel, which is interesting. And good news here, you guys. Will just made a post saying that Watt Cycle has already released a beta app update that will supposedly help fix this issue. And it looks like Will is having success with that. So good on Watt Cycle for jumping on that and getting it fixed. Apparently Redodo was another one. I had that one. We tested it. It seemed to work substantially better than the Watt Cycle here. I do not have a LiTime smart battery, so I cannot test that. But apparently LiTime was having issues as well. But a fun test nonetheless. We all know that Will is very reliable, but I thought I'd test things out, seeing how I already had all the stuff needed for at least 2 of the brands that were mentioned. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That helps give me the motivation to continue bringing this kind of content to you guys, and hopefully it's valuable to you. And thanks for your hard work, Will, if you get to see this. Alright, y'all stay safe, and we'll catch y'all next time.